What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back at my second house, Coliseum of Comics, for a new comic book day. So let's go inside and pick up the box. Now that we picked up the box, let's go to the back walls and see what I might have missed. Alright, so we picked up the box, we looked at the wall. Now let's go back to the comic corner to talk about the comics that I picked up this week. And we are back to the comic corner. A little corner where I talk about my comics. This week, we have a lot of comics. I picked up a lot of comics. I did pick up a lot of the back issue books that I've been wanting. My local shop does this credit system where for every $10 you get back issue books, and I was saving up to pick up a few of them. I ended up picking up a few of them, but I'm not going to talk about them because they're not recent books. They're just stuff that I've been collecting in the background and things to keep adding to the collection. So I'm just going to talk about the things that I picked up this week that are new. With the exception of the 3 trades that I picked up. Those are not current books, nothing crazy from current runs, but are books that I think are going to be interesting, so I want to talk about them. I do, however, want to do this a little bit different. Usually I pick up about 4 to 5 books to talk about and go in detail about them, but because I have a few books today that I really want to talk about and bring to you guys, I'm just going to do rapid style where I just hold it up, talk a little bit about it, and move on to the next one. Not going too much into detail. So, you ready? Let's do this. First book we want to talk about is Absolute Batman number 20. Yeah, so good, so good, so good. This is actually the book that got me into comics. Well, the series that got me into comics. Scott Snyder, Nick Dragotta on the art. And this is number 20. This is where we get introduced, or the proper introduction to the absolute Robins of this universe. As you can see, that's Batman right there. And those are the Robins. They got mech suits in this issue. Pretty crazy. I actually was able to read this about a week earlier than its release. It came out today. I read it last week. Thanks to the homie. You know who you are. He hooked it up. He had a copy. Told me, hey, take this to the back. Read it real quick. And now I'm up to speed with this. This book is actually really good. Continues right after 19. And is I didn't have my expectation for this book specifically was not super high, because I was like, mech suits in a Batman universe, that's kind of crazy, but Scott Snyder knows what he's doing. This book is crazy. So yeah, Absolute Batman number 20, introduction of the Robins. All right, next book we got Barbara Gordon, Breakout. This is the book that I was talking about last week when I talked about Matt Fraction's Batman. This is the book that connected right into it. For some reason, I thought this was going to come out next month in June, but when I saw it in my pull list through the app that I use, I was like, oh, funny. Anyways, this looks very interesting. I'm super excited to read it. I don't know who's on the Tamaki, and I don't know how to pronounce that last name, so I'm sorry. I don't know. I didn't look into the creative team of this book, but I was really excited to read this. Just following right after the Batman Matt Fraction world, so super stoked to read about this. And I picked up the Jorge Corona cover just because I really love his art. And yeah, just look at her. She looks badass there. So, yeah, had to cop this one. Next book, Bleeding Hearts, DC Vertigo. This is written by Dennis Camp, and oh my god, let me tell you, this book has been one of my favorite from the Vertigo series, but it has to be one of my favorites ongoing right now overall. This book, the way Dennis Camp writes, he is very socially aware of everything that happens around the world, and he talks about it in books without, like being so obvious about it. But when you look at the deeper meaning behind these books, you can tell that he's very socially aware, and he's just trying to get everybody on the same page. Bleeding Hearts, such a good book. Do yourself a favor and look it up, read it. Very good story, very good writer, and the art is also amazing. I'm blanking on who's on the art. I don't see it here, but oh, it's right here. Stepien Morian. There we go. Bleeding Hearts, such a good book. I would definitely recommend this one. Next book, I'm telling you guys, rapid fire. Captain America. They gotta slow down with they gotta slow down with this one. Oh my god, we've gotten 3 books in 3 weeks, something like that. I think they took a week in between. This is 11. I think they did 9, 10. They took a week in between and then dropped 11. This is going way too fast, but the writing on this is so good. We are entering a new arc in this story, so I am super excited to get into it. This has been one of my favorite ongoings in the Marvel world. And like I said earlier in a few videos ago, this is all leading into a big event coming from Marvel, which I'm very excited to read. And also, Marvel just dropped a new, I don't know if it's a universe, but from my understanding, it's going to be a new universe that is going to be in par with the Absolute Universe. Not 100% sure if it's going to work. Hopefully it does. The first 3 books that are coming out are X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Spider-Man. I'm not super sure about X-Men. Could be a good book. I'll probably pick up the first issue to check it out. But Fantastic Four and Spider-Man are very interesting. They sound very interesting if you give them the absolute treatment. So, let's see. Marvel. Let's see what you do with that. Anyways, Captain America, very good. So, keep it coming. Next from Marvel, we got Iron Man. This has been another book that I've been enjoying a lot. Not connected to any world not connected to the Captain America world, but I think it's its own thing. Not 100% sure if it connects to another thing, but from my understanding, it's just its own world creating something, and it has been very good. I've been enjoying it. And yeah, it's just Iron Man. He's cool, I guess. I don't know what else to say about that one. Moving right along, we got Dork. Dork by Brett Bean, written and drawn by him. This has been such a good book. It really reminds me of Saturday morning cartoons, even though it's a little bit too gory and and bloody, but very good writing. Very good drawing, both done by Brett Bean. And the stories has just been pretty good. It's been consistently good. And he's just now expanding more into the world. For the first few books, I feel like the story was very contained in one space. Now we're moving along and exploring more of the universe that he's creating with this. And I'm very excited to keep learning about this world and about Dork. He is half elf, half orc, right? Yes. And it is super good, super funny. The writing on this is very cool. And yeah, what else can I say? This is the type of book that I like reading. Very I Hate Fairyland coded, but he did work on that book as well, so it makes sense. Dork. And speaking of I Hate Fairyland, had to pick up the Scotty Young cover. Scotty Young being the creator of I Hate Fairyland. And he did this cover, and this cover is amazing. And Scotty Young is one of my favorite artists, so I definitely had to pick this one up. Dork. This is good stuff right here. All right. So those were the main issues that I picked up this week, apart from the back issue stuff that I picked up. That is what I'm going to be reading this weekend, the current stuff to catch up to everything. Now, I did pick up some trades that I want to talk about briefly, but these are things that I definitely think are very cool. All right, now let's talk about the trades really quick. Spades Mullets by Daniel Warren Johnson. This book, as soon as my buddy texted me that this came into the store, I told him, please put it aside. I need to add this to my collection. Daniel Warren Johnson, this is one of his first written stories. He put it out as a webtoon, and Image Comics brought it into the physical media. I do believe this is the only way of getting it. I'm not 100% sure if there was single issues, but yeah, this had to be added to my collection. Daniel Warren Johnson, not only is he a good artist, his writing is so good. I've read a few of his work before, and it sucks you in, and it just makes you feel things, man. Like, the way he writes is very emotional, very, very, very good. So, Spades Mullets, had to pick it up as soon as my buddy told me that this came into the store. Daniel Warren Johnson. All right, guys. This is Kevin from the future. Hi, welcome. We're back at the Comic Corner. I messed up a clip while I was doing my edits, so I wanted to come back and talk about these books because I just feel like they're really cool books, and I wanted to get them out there so that you guys could see them. And the first one we have is Stray Dogs. This is by Image Comics. This is the prequel to a story that they have ongoing right now called Feral. In this universe, you can think about it as The Walking Dead. Some of the animals in this world are getting infected by rabies, something like that. And we follow the dogs in this book, and then in Feral, we follow the cats. So yeah, it's a series that I've been picking up. I'm still not up to date with it, but I know that this is the prequel. This is what came before that. So I wanted to have it in the collection, even if it was just a trade. That way I can have the full story. But yeah, Stray Dogs by Image Comics. Pretty cool stuff. And lastly, we have this book right here called Snot Girl. This book I saw online, somebody talking about it. It really interests me, but the thing that piqued my interest the most was the writer, Brian Lee O'Malley. This writer right here wrote one of my favorite series, which is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I love that book. I love the movie. I love the video games. So it was pretty much a no-brainer for me to pick it up and check it out, just because I really enjoy what he does. So I picked up volume 1. Like I said, what I might have said is the first 5 or 6 issues. And yeah, I'm going to check it out. I know there's 3 volumes, I believe, out right now, and a 4th one coming out. So I'm going to check it out, see how I like it, and go from there. I'm pretty sure I'll like it, just because as a writer, I've read some of his other work, or as Brian Lee O'Malley's other work, and I've enjoyed pretty much everything I've read from him. So I'm pretty sure I'll like this too. But yeah, we'll see how that one goes. All right. And with that, those were all the books I wanted to talk about. Let's kick it back to Past Self so that we can get the outro of this video going. And with that, we're going to close the video. I know it was a lot this week, but thank you so much for sticking through. I just wanted to show off everything that I picked up this week because it was just a stacked week. It was very good. It was very stacked. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you picked up any books, if you are interested in reading any of the books, or just let me know how your day is going. I would like to hear about that. If you like the content, please also subscribe. That means the world to me. And thank you so much for spending this time with me. With that, I'll leave you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. It's been KFC Trades, signing out.